call here tonight and send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Guy.
Thank you, Larry, from the home of the Falcons since 1992. There's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air.
You playing 21?
Underway from Atlanta.
You playing 21?
In the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with the new rules. He's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 57 yards.
Who watching it?
I don't know. I got it on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Petty now. And his first look is incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's Paddock. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, it's online.
On YouTube.
What's the website?
vhorns19731's.
Tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Yeah, don't look too much into that answer.
You like Rance?
Don't look too much in that.
The 3 straight incompletions.
You talk about my various games. Carolina was sorry as shit last year.
Who beat y'all though?
What y'all won 5 games last year, Anson?
No, we won 6. Who beat y'all though?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15.
What Michigan do in the Big Ten? Did y'all win?
Basketball or football?
No, I ain't talking about football. I'm talking about basketball. I know it's down here today.
Yeah.
Did y'all win?
Ask me nothing stupid like that, man.
I don't know who y'all play.
Ask me nothing stupid, man.
You don't know y'all play. Y'all probably like, you want to know.
I want to go for as much as anyone, but fourth and long, yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little...
Grayson Anderson, I can't stand him, Anderson.
Grayson Allen, sir.
You like him, Anderson?
I like Grayson Allen.
You like him?
I like Grayson Allen.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits down there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase.
You know what?
For the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14.
I don't want to hear you telling nobody that because I picked your team, you chose the goddamn. I don't care who you could have got. I'm not worried about no Seattle. That's why I want you to get Seattle. I don't know why I ain't tell you to get them.
This drive in pretty good shape.
I'm too good, man. Let's see how. I would have put my 30, 20 to see how. That guy. Oh, yeah. I ain't worried about that right now. It's good. I got Brian Marshall in this spot.
On first down, Smith. It's caught by Quincy Anunua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Gino. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Better cut his bag in like that trade.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted.
You said what?
Better cut his bag in like that trade.
You said Bagman.
Bag it to get traded.
Wow.
And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that rest recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 70 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? Really well. It doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set to return. Here's Nick Marshall. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You know I gotta come back, man. What's on YouTube? I can't go on like that.
Second down following the
all day long.
To throw is Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Smith able to find Decker. And he's taken down at the 43, but now the 40 picking up the first.
Now Gino, first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Nice boy.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing on the playbook. It shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Forte, the lone running back. Smith now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Right, girl.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that's good for a Jet first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Gino eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big tight end, a 14-yard touchdown.
See how quick that
Jets are
was?
able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Really big advance.
After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Really big advance.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays it.
And he can't get rid of it.
That's it.
Tyson Jackson able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Throwing is Smith. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll come out in the pistol. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. To throw is Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. This a 33-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he nearly broke like that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and get it with Forte. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, Smith. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Now Gino on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the zone at the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught for a touchdown. And hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the flag. From the gun, here's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyson Jackson in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt.
Doink. Doink.
drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Some of them got new green tea, boys. They good as shit.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
You talking about the 7-Eleven brand?
Yeah, that shit good as a motherfucker.
Oh, you know.
I got it. That shit good as shit, bro.
You ain't had none. How you got it?
I was some also. That shit good as shit. Fuck the Arizona, John. This got the Arizona.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field.
You get your hot dog?
Interception, Charles. I think that's been more than
So what you get? You went up there just for a green tea?
No, I got the juice.
You gonna get nothing to eat?
I had some to eat early.
What you eat earlier?
Why you want to know, right? Why ain't so many questions? You 5-0?
I'm just asking you. What you eat earlier?
I don't know. What you eat?
Nothing.
Why?
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
What you want? What you want? No. No.
Now Ryan on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early.
Who's playing?
Well, you know, everyone's
Brownie?
waiting in the NFL.
Why you get the Jets?
I got my play with the Jets.
I
told him to take my turn. I'm a white guy. Right under.
Coming out of the NFC, how about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take it down with Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably the most talented going into next year.
I like that one on the AFC. I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team beating the Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse.
Dark horse.
Hey, from worst to first.
Fuck that ride. That was that.
Huh?
Fuck that ride.
Don't say that.
That's why I'm glad they lost.
Oh, because they ain't got division?
Damn shit. But I got love for Julio. I love Julio. That's the shit out there. Who's the best seed, Dre?
Julio Jones.
Okay. You read that.
Well, you talking about real life, right?
Yeah, real life. Who's that, Vernon?
Larry Brown.
Hey, shit. Go. What you drinking? You drinking something. Ain't no way. There ain't nowhere near that man.
You lying.
Pierre Garçon is better than Dez Bryant.
You never want to get your hands
Oh, they're better than Dez Bryant.
because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Smith on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position, to get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You should get the real Reeves.
Y'all need more than the world Reeves.
Oh, we all right. This is our secondary. We need a secondary, offensive line, and a running back.
Force them in the sand. Let's try and get some more points.
Oh.
For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you,
Get that shit out, Lance. I know you got it.
No, you rolled out last time. You supposed to fire me up. You got mad, you lost, and rolled out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you did that, remember? The last time you died, you said, I'm gonna smoke with you, dog.
I got a little something. You got something to put with what I got?
I just hit my job dirty before you came over here. That's why I went to this store. Dehydration, sir.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nifty return there, all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
Pancakes, man.
Well, from the Redskins.
We got 3 Super Bowls, man.
That's all we beat y'all though. Couple time.
After the interception, here's Smith. Taking a shot here for Marshall. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time. That'll bring up second.
What you think about Brandon Marshall going to the Jets?
Yeah, the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants.
Brad's pickup.
You said that's a bad pickup?
I said that's a great ass pickup. He told the word, he said, I'm the number 2 receiver, Odell number 1.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Oh, you say he told the world?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
He said what he said. He said that's Odell team. He said he's going to help out and shit. You know, show Odell the ropes and stuff.
Boy, and now
you know, Odell like a high end. And Brandon, but he learned from his mistakes, so he gonna make Odell better. He ain't gonna be tricking out this year.
Wow.
They gonna dog y'all, man.
Why you said that?
Y'all can't, they gonna dog y'all. Man, y'all don't know what the fuck to say about y'all. Y'all dumb as shit, man.
Why you said that?
Cause y'all, why y'all dumb, right?
Huh?
Why we feeling dumb, man?
Why we dumb?
Yeah, why y'all let them people go, man? All that money y'all got, y'all let them people go, man. Y'all offensive weapons. Y'all don't got no weapons now. Kirk gonna be gone. That's a thing. This is
Kirk ain't going nowhere.
Shit, he already said all these things. He want to be traded.
He want to be traded. That don't mean no already.
They want shit. They want to give him that request. If you don't want to play, you say sit out.
That's what he gonna do.
You gonna sit down all y'all people. Y'all don't want to trade me? Fuck y'all then. Okay.
Wow.
But y'all got Colt McCoy, y'all right? I know, I told you, I fuck with Colt though, because he beat the Cowboys that game, that Monday night. You know that, don't you? Mm-hmm. I like Colt, but, hey, how old? Hey, how old? No, Colt ain't that old. Colt what, 20, you gotta be what? No, Colt like about 30, right? No, he about probably 28 in his prime. Oh, y'all get RG3 back.
I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he's...
All right, what you going? Go to 30. No, we can go to 20. If we want to go, we can go more than 30. You just want 15. So, I mean, it don't matter, B. We go 20. All right, we go 20. You scared? Nah, we can go more. No, don't count my money, B. You
I'm going 20.
Lost.
I ain't mad because you lost.
Now we go to 30, then you gonna tell me.
No, I'm going 20. Unless you going 40. Okay.
But earlier you wasn't trying to go 40 when I was trying to go 40 earlier.
But what I went early from you?
Don't worry about it.
I won 55 from you.
Don't worry about it.
20 then 35. Huh?
Where you going?
40.
Man, I got 30 right here.
I'm going 25.
Alright.
Alright.
I mean, I'm scared of Seattle, and Seattle's so good.
Seattle,
you might as well go to 30.
Nah, I want to go more than 30.
Seattle's so good. Go to 30. You said that, not me. You said Seattle good. But it's on you, baby.
I'm good, man.
Bro, too.
Too early. Spurs, man. Bringing out the Spurs, man. My 20 to 10, man.
Good.
Why you gonna tell me go ahead? You got it, okay?
You tired answering?
Yeah,
You gotta work.
No, I gotta go work. Why you ain't work today, Greg?
Cause
Quit.
off. So what we going to 30, V?
You see 25, all right?
For now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome. Here in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
What do?
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. He's going to launch this thing right down the field. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamming. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. Here's Coleman. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they have some options on 2nd and short. And for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards,
that's long $10.
Touchdowns as well. It was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one, and just think if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably
long $10.
And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries.
So he can
Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really plays a big way. Speaking of
they'll run. It's the fullback DeMarco. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Patrick DeMarco taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one along a
what's this
drive,
word?
and the Falcons score to cap it off.
Huh?
What's this word?
In 21.
All right.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Positive.
All right.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never keep the score in their head before the ball goes to the cup.
He said don't do it. He said he got 50 to your 10. Some crazy shit like that. I don't know. You know, V always be talking stupid.
Right. Do that.
In your mouth, I'm about to come. I'm about to come right in your mouth. Yeah. I'm back. Yeah, call your boyfriend all you
About
want.
10 more then.
Call your boyfriend all you want.
About 10
This
more.
your last game right here, bro?
About 10 more then.
That this your last game?
Yeah,
That shit.
and correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely.
Dirty Birds.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that.
Fumble that shit, bitch.
Do what you were doing well before.
Fuck with this fucking crap ass no man.
Remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now Wilson on second down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Again, Wilson. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. First down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Complete. Richardson has it. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. On the ground, Rawls. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Again, it's Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one. Well blocked, well run, unresolved. 6-point touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Freeman again. He's met at the scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, I just want to check out about the goodness.
But still, a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Yeah, by Spraying will help you.
This is Coleman. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They will run again with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter.
I know you want me.
7th play of the drive now as they come up
Well,
with 5th and 3. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I know you want me. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And they get jarred loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this will come up short.
Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Flush to his right. He hits Baldwin right side. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 15.
No challenges, man. Please don't challenge.
Yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the
double Taylor.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and doesn't exactly front of your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to loft one deep left side.
Coming.
See
how coming in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but the bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, Wilson. He's got Curse. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. On first down, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, you know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and mini camps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 14. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
What?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ernst,
What?
I got it, but you gotta start turning that black light off and turning it on.
By the way, take give us $10.
I'm for the game, man. Fuck all that, man.
Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They've got the lead here as the second half begins and looking to set the tone.
I used to love those types of halftimes because you knew what was coming. When you're winning, coaches are usually a little more aggressive with you and telling you what you're doing. But because you're winning, it kind of rolls off your back. So you just go back out and play the same way you did in the first half, trying to shut them down.
Looking to do more of the same. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot at 2nd and long. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle here to Wilson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Look blessed, bro.
Luke Wilson, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned anything in a house call.
I got kicked. I didn't pause the game. What you talking about? The game wasn't paused. I just scored a touchdown.
Those tight ends are often
I ain't like you.
receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays.
I ain't gonna run the timeout. You know, we run.
This is taking about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here.
You can't beat Seattle. I put up 20 this time.
You'll never do that.
I'll do that. I got Seattle 20 your time.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
30 your 20.
Yeah. To start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Earl Thomas, a defensive guy that can make things happen.
Arguably the best center fielder in the game today. He patrols the middle of the field with speed.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to get this.
All right, so you're going to stop running too, man. I know you got money. I know you got money.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 11 yards on the pickup.
No, it's not. No, my 20 real fast next time.
Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyson Jackson in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another pistol look here.
There you go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tackle made by Deshaun Shedd. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, Freeman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough.
I don't want to watch him.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And now it's third down. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Ryan, and that's caught by Tammy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the other. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
this time with Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would...
No chance.
Think there would never be a fumble. What we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They run with a power back. Rolls. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an injury. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Rolls. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. A error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
football back.
So that's back-to-back drives that have thrown an interception. We look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claymore. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Wilson snags it left side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that...
What's up? You coming or what? Yeah, you coming? Yeah, is you coming? Alright. That's my bottle. Yeah, you know. Bro.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Second down, Wilson finding time.
That's nice.
They shooting like shit, man.
It ain't first, bro. Come on, bro.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time.
You gotta see the basketball on the PlayStation Pro, y'all.
Get involved in the face mask.
Like, 2K, y'all. You want.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go
On
down
made for the,
Tyson
for
Jackson
TV.
in there again. My goodness, that is now his fourth sack tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, Laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you Laddie?
He called me Laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the first and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On third down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays. And when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
You going for it, it's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Another pistol look here. Now Ryan. He's going to go for a deep left side.
I just told you.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On second down, Rawls. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete here on third down.
Yeah, he's going to catch the next one.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Ryan on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So American football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm going to be running.
He's back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. right. Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
To throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here.
Timeout, dude.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Timeout.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down.
Whoa, I'm short. You short.
Go
for it, please.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
I'm about to call timeout. You know, I'm about to audible out. You know what I'm about to do. I'm about to audible out.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the decision pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 1st down and goal to go from the 7. They'll run here with 3. A couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he...
Nervous. I will.
Go down here.
Interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish.
Now here, timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
And a crusher. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
I can't beat you. I can't beat you, man.
Hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone. Driving for the winning score. And he's
going to go to 18.
All right. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the lead.
I'm up. My bottle wipe coming second up anyway. You got that guy. Right.
Not a game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter.
You said you got work tomorrow?
Where you're playing.
You take it and
Evening, but I got go school.
You want to go tell me?
I got to leave out here like 10:30. The earlier the better. We can play a game. I got to be there at like 12. You down, right?
No, I'll be back.
You ain't coming back. You gonna leave your phone here?
No, I'm going to leave my phone here, dude.
Look at it. And you won the first one, so you lose now.
You say you got work in the afternoon tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time y'all be